Mm-hmm.
So good afternoon. Today's Meet to the Client. Today I'm going to introduce Mrs. Itisha Meliat to you guys. And we're just going to run through what products she's brought from Zoe and her opinion. So I'm going to get her to introduce herself, just tell us a bit more about who she is, and then just ask her some questions about our products. So thank you for taking the time to sit with me today for this interview testimonial. So please go ahead, Mrs. Milliot, and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Just give us a bit of an insight.
Yeah, sure. Yes. Hi. My name is Itisha Meliat, as Sylvette's just mentioned. I'm a family of two boys and a husband. Um, so we've got a small family, but actually relatively big mouths and big bellies. Um, yeah, so we've been using Zoa products for a couple of years now. Probably I would say about 5 years since we've been using their products, and we actually love it. The kids, anytime we have any of the Zoa products at home, that's the first thing that the kids grab for in the morning when they're wanting to have their breakfast or lunchtime. Um, so we've been using their products and we love them.
So talk us
Yeah.
through the products that you actually purchased, because we know that over the 5 years you've bought lots of stuff from us. So tell us, run through the products list that you've tried, and tell us how you use them.
Yeah, so we've used the cassava bowls, we've had the granolas, we've had the pone, which my husband loves. And we've also had their chicken wraps, which is an absolute delight to have. So we've been having that, and one of our favorite products, I will say, is probably the cassava bowls, where we kind of have that as and whenever, and it's easy to make. The kids just kind of either put them in the microwave to reheat, or they put them in the oven with my help or my husband's help. We tend to have it, on its own, but we sometimes, if we've got time to spare, we might just add something extra to it. But generally, we kind of have it on its own, either with, juice or milk, or any beverage that we'd like to have the cassava bowls with. Um, so sometimes it's just pretty straightforward for us to just pick, get cassava bowl, and we usually put them in the freezer, which lasts us a couple of months, which is great because it just means that we're able to just keep the demand of the cassava bowls ready whenever the family needs one. And we have it for breakfast, and whenever we have it for breakfast, it tends to last us quite a long time. Our energy levels, are always up there. And usually we wouldn't need to have anything until when it's dinner time. So we love the cassava bowls mainly for that reason. And it's always nice and fresh, after we've taken it out of the freezer. So that just kind of shows how much the cassava bowls tend to, you know, last for. Um, so we love it for that purpose as well. Yeah. And
I
all the
like,
seasoning, you get all the right seasonings
yeah.
as well, which is, lovely. My favorite of the cassava bowls would have to definitely be the saltfish. My husband tend to go for the beetroot.
Beetroot. Yes.
Yeah, so he loves that one. But that one, yeah, it's all right. I love it. I love it as well. But in terms of like the spices and I like spicy stuff. So the saltfish cassava bowl is definitely my favorite, and his favorite, because obviously with high blood pressure and everything, the beetroot
Yeah.
is perhaps his favorite. And the kids love that one as well.
Fantastic. I like the
Yeah.
fact that you say that, I mean, because you're a bulk buyer, so you guys put
Yes.
it in the freezer. I think some people don't understand that the product has a 2 year shelf life and that it's kind of easy to
Yes.
bulk buy and put it in the freezer. Talk us through how easy it is, that process from the freezer to actually getting it warmed up for you to eat, because I think people think it's complicated, where I think it's quite straightforward.
Yeah, no, it's very straightforward. We tend to buy, yeah, bulk buy, and we would have like sometimes 12 or so in the freezer. And it's pretty straightforward to just keep in the freezer. There's no fuss to it. My my 13-year-old, he would just grab one out the freezer. Either he would put in the oven for a couple of minutes. Usually I think it's about 5 minutes or so. He puts it in the oven, or sometimes we'll put in the microwave for a couple of minutes until it's defrosted. Once it's thoroughly heated, then you can eat it as is, or you can put anything else inside. But as I said, we tend to have it quite plain,
Yeah.
and that's just our family preference. But there's no complications to it. You just buy it, freeze it, use it, and you're good to go.
I like that
And
slogan.
and
Buy
as a
it,
busy
freeze it, use
mom,
it.
yeah, and as a busy mom, we just love anything simple.
Yeah.
We don't want it complicated. I just want to be able to feed the kids, keep them happy, and keep them healthy. And for me and my husband, that's what solves our day-to-day issues that we may have as far as trying to keep the kids fed
Yeah.
on time.
Would you recommend this and why?
I would definitely 1000% recommend the soul products. I think the products are flavorful. There's lots of, I would say, love, that goes into it. And I say that based on the fact of the quality of the products in terms of how they're done. Whenever we buy the products, you still get the same flavors.
Hmm.
And we know that the products are actually made fresh. They're not made like years ago, months ago, and just kind of kept there. We know that they're made fresh on a daily.
Yeah.
As far as when we keep them, as far as how we keep them in our freezer, then that's entirely up to us. But as far as how the products are actually delivered and made, we would say it's made with lots of love. So on those bases, we recommend to our friends and family. I've actually recommended it to my sister. So she's not actually bought, but she will be. But
Yeah.
she's had from us whenever she comes over.
Yeah.
So yeah, my kids love it. So once they're happy with it, we've introduced some friends as well to Zoe
Absolutely.
products, and we know from their feedback as well that they love it.
Yeah.
They've given us their feedback as well, and I'm sure they've told you
Yeah.
guys as
They've
well their
told us as
products that
well.
they've
Yes.
ordered, and also we've had parties, in the past where Zoe products have actually catered to our events. We've had two. We've had a baby shower and baby christening.
Yeah.
So they've catered to us, and our guests, they've been happy with their products as well. So yeah, for sure, for sure.
Thank
Yeah,
you. It's amazing to get some
you.
feedback because not often you get the opportunity to sit down and talk to your clients and get their perspective on how they feel, or just how they use the product or how the product has impacted their life. So it's nice to hear and actually see and bear witness to that, so that it
Yeah,
can actually
yeah,
inspire others to actually know that what we are doing is life changing. But most
yes,
importantly, that the products can impact your life in a positive way, and that our
yeah.
clients are happy. Most
Oh,
importantly.
yes, absolutely. And we're definitely a testimony to that.
Yeah.
The products are very healthy because when you eat it as well, you don't feel like the heaviness of oils or, preservatives. You can just taste the fresh ingredients, from the products every single time. You can just taste the flavors in there. It's not like something you get off a shelf and it's like you don't know how long it's been sitting on the shelf for.
Yeah.
So for us, that's important because I'm never one to buy stuff for my family where I think it's not really gonna be healthy for them.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be able to know I'm able to get something fresh and it's almost as though I've cooked it myself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's a bonus for me. And the kids don't really know that, oh yeah, we've just bought this. As far as they're concerned, mommy just made it. But that's how fresh it is, even if you've kept it in the freezer,
Yeah.
so it's still fresh. It's
Yeah.
still fresh. So yeah, we would always be customers, so we love it. We love it. So we thank you guys for all your hard work as far as making sure that we get the supplies that we need,
Yes.
and being able to travel journeys to kind of make sure we get our products. on time as well. So it's yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
Thank you. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak to me. Would
Yes,
love to
thank
catch
you.
up again soon. So
Okay.
thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.